Welcome back to the channel, guys. Donnie D here. So today I'm going to be showing you how I prepped this concrete slab for 24 by 24 rectified porcelain tile, along with a 3 by 6 rectified marble in the back bathroom area over there. So here's the concrete slab. What I'm doing first is I vacuumed everything already. I'm going and wiping everything down, make sure it's dust free. Then I'll show you my process from here on out on the video, how I'm going to get this thing within, industry standards tolerance to be good, to get a nice flat install. Now, you can't make floors perfectly level in a large area because you'll be using a ton of material and then you won't be able to open the door. So how I poured the level was I just checked it around with my shreddage, and I filled in, the areas that were real low and just a little bit in the areas that were high. So I want to show you that process though here, step by step, so stay tuned. Okay, I am back on site. I got all my dams up. Everything is caulked. That way that when I pour the leveler, it'll stay where I want it to stay, not flow outside of it. Over there, around in here. What I'm going to do now, I vacuum up everything, make sure everything is nice and clean. I'm going to put the Mapei, I'm going to use the Mapei Eco Primer. I'm going to paint this whole floor with that, let it dry for half hour to hour, whenever it's completely dry, then I'll start pouring the leveler. There you go. So everything primed up, one coat. Let this dry up. We'll set up for the leveler. Okay, self-leveler is poured. So we'll see after this how flat we are. About 135 square feet of floor here. I went through 6 bags. I put a little bit more in that powder room area. Over here is low, high spot here, high spot. So we'll see how flat she is. Does not have to be level, but it needs to be flat as we can get it. So 6 bags, and we'll see how flat she is once she dries. So it's gonna take at least 4 hours, maybe more, to dry. Then what I'm planning to do after this is just paint it with 1 coat of Aqua Defense crack isolation and waterproofing membrane. That way, when I am working on a self leveler, they tend to be extremely thirsty, like a sponge. So in order to give me more working time with the mortar, I'm just going to paint 1 coat of Aqua Defense where needed, and that should help with the installation. Okay, here we are back the next day. Leveler is dry. Just checking the floor. It's within tolerance. It's not perfect. It's like a 16 low there. This shreddage right here is actually 10 feet, and it drops there about a 16th, maybe an 1/8 tops. So I would say that's within tolerance. There's no problem. Shouldn't have a problem setting this floor perfectly flat that way. Then when we go into the room here, I checked it going this way. It's dead on. So we're good to go. I'm going to take some liquid membrane. In this case, I'm using Mapei Aqua Defense. It's going to paint 1 coat on here because we did have this crack in the slab right here, and I had to fill that with thinset. So make sure I get this area nice and heavy here, and let that dry for about an hour, 2 hours, whatever it takes. And then I'm going to start laying out this floor and start installing. Here we go. Don't want a life that is complacent or possibly boring. I just want a life that is Okay, the aqua fence is dry. Gave it about an hour or so. One coat. Everything is dry. So now the next step for me is I'm gonna pull off all these dams and start laying out some tile. There we go.